Hello. Yeah. So hi. I guess now my voice is clear to you. Let me just check it once, and if it's clear to you, then we'll start. And before any tension, we'll move on to the session. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So basically, we got the audio clear, and okay. So, hi everyone, my name is Omraj and you are watching Zujo.co YouTube channel. And till now, we have completed so much in the terms of web development and in the coding stuff. And we have covered a little bit of HTML in web development and know a basic and get the basic knowledge of what is web development and related stuffs. Right. So with the beginning, and we have started with HTML. हमने start करा था HTML से, and let's get start with further stuff in the HTML, and we'll play around with new topics and new things. But before moving on to the topic, the upcoming topic, let's get a quick revision of what we have done till now. If you are a new viewer of our channel, so please go and check out the previous videos. We have covered so many things in a bit detail. So if you are not been able to grasp something, so please go and check out previous videos. They are always available. Okay, so let me just share with you some of the few things that so basically in the last session we have completed this thing. That is not a very good website, but we are just in a learning phase. We will cover a good website in the project section of the playlist. Okay. So for any HTML website, we have to create the new website or a new page or a new file with index.html. Index, that means we'll cover it later that why index is very important. But .html defines that it is a HTML file, right? In the first line, we always put this statement, angle bracket, exclamation mark, doc type HTML. That defines that your document is going to be an HTML document, right? So that defines कि ये एक HTML document होने वाला है. Okay. फिर then we create one tag, and we all know that angle brackets, these are known as the tags. And then we create another tag, HTML opening tag, and next we have the closing tag. And in between this, we are going to write all the HTML that we are going to have, right? Okay, so this is the HTML starting part and this is the ending part. So we have discussed that HTML is a language that defines the structure of a website, or in similar way how the structure of our body is being defined by the bones, right? So in the HTML we have divided full structure into two parts. One is the head part and the next is the body part. Head part is something that is not very much visible to the screen. It is just for the SEO purposes and other related purposes, and that is not very much visual. But when we comes to a body part, it is something that is actually visible. If you write anything on the body part, it is actually visible on the left hand screen, right? So I think you are getting the point. So in the head tag we have discussed one title tag, and in the title tag we have also discussed that this thing is going to be presented over there, right? So this is the some features and some advantages of using head tag. We are having another tags like meta tags and related tags, which are just for the SEO purposes and other purposes that are not very much important as of now, but we'll discuss about meta tags in the later sessions, right? Okay. Then we have discussed about the heading tags. Heading tags, we are having 6 type of headings and 6 level of headings, H1 to H6. Depending on that, the sizes of the heading decreases with the size, right? Okay, next we have the paragraph tag, and paragraph tag starts with P, and we have discussed that how the paragraph looks like. If you are a little bit confused and you are not getting the actual detail, then please go and check out the previous videos. It will be really helpful for you to grasp the point, right? Okay, next we have another paragraph tag, and in the paragraph tag we have used a span tag. Span tag is basically to make some changes in between a particular paragraph, or in between anything, any content, right? So span tag is being used, like I have colored this my name as blue in this paragraph. Okay, I think you are getting the point. Next we have the list tag, and list tag is also really amazing tag in which we have created many type of lists. these lists, and these are really very cool to see. So basically, we have two type of lists. One is the unordered list, next is the ordered list. Unordered lists are those lists which are being present in the form of pointers or stars or something that are not being significant for the numbers, or that can be equivalent to counting, right? And on the order tags are like 1 2 3 4 ABCD, Roman numerical 1 2 3 and so on and so forth. Okay. Then we have the another emphasize tag, and also we have seen so many other tags like italic tag, bold tag, strong tag, and underline tag. And you write anything in between, you will get the underline. Um, Boldness, a little bit more boldness with B tag, and much more thing that we have discussed in the previous session. And if you are new, you can go and check out these tags, right? In the further in the further we have discussed about the anchor tag or the A tag, where we can link any kind of website, any kind of page, any kind of thing through to our web page. So for example, I have connected my Instagram, or for as of now it is my, I have linked my mail over there. So when I click it, it will open my Gmail or anything related application in my PC system, or any mobile application that is equivalent to the email section. Okay, so when I click it, this obviously your email app will open, and it will send an email to that email address. So okay, with this quick revision, we have covered the previous session, and let's get started with further discussion that what are the next things that we are going to see over there. Okay, so now I'm really excited to tell you that there are so many other things that actually makes you excited about that. What are the possibilities that we can achieve with HTML? So now comes the media section. So basically, when you create a website, you see so many kind of media like photo, videos, and maybe sometimes audios. So how these can be introduced in your website? So that is very cool to understand. So let me just share one media section, that is image, that is very highly used in many places. Okay, let me just stop it. Okay, cool. So how to add an image to your web page? So let me grab some stock images for not stock images. Let me just so basically stock images are those images which are not being which do not have any public or licenses, something like that. So let me have this image, right? So let me just download it, and you can download any kind of any image or anything that you want, right? So there is no restriction. So let me just put so see, basically we are working in this folder, right? As you can see over there that we are working in HTML folder, right? So I want to put an image over here. So let me just pick the image. Okay, from here, control, let me use this and put that image here. So that is a weird name because we have to connect it with the name. So let me just change the name to, for example, let me put it my name, Omraj, and let's just save it. Okay, so how I can add this image to my website? That is the that is a really good question to ask, that how can I add this image to my web page? So that's very simple. Just write image, and it will put few many things. So let me just share that this is the image tag that is used for the purpose, right? This is the image tag. So without image, with this image tag you cannot add any kind of image, right? You have to provide the source src, that from where you need to put the image, because HTML do not know where to, because there are million of there are million of photos in internet and in your PC. So which to pick the image? So you have to mention the src. So basically you can see that in your folder, HTML folder, you are having the index.html file where you are adding the whole HTML, and omraj.jpg is the actual image name. So let me just put the name of the image, and let me just see that did I got the image or not. So yes, I got the image, but it is very huge in size. Okay, so see, first of all, what we have learned is that we can add any image in the web page that we're designing. Next is let's see how to decrease the size of the image. We have discussed about the attributes, the properties that you can add in the tags of any element, right? So let me just add one attribute that is called the width, and you can specify the width over 500 pixels, right? So that will shrink the image size, and now it looks much more easy to see. So let me just quickly decrease the size. Okay, so the image size actually got very reduced, and you can see the image over here, right? So you can see there are many possibilities that you can occur with. So okay, so this is how we can add the image, but that is not very easy. Student got stuck over here a lot of times that they get so many difficulty in getting the image not getting properly placed. Okay, so let me share some cases that how the student get stuck. Okay, so this is a very simple a website we are designing. It is just having the HTML, index.html, and a image file. But when you're working with a very big website and there are so many files, that there are so many programming languages used, so then we use some sort of we will say folder uh, keeping, we can say it like that. So the folder keeping, what that means is basically you are having separate folders for separate things. You are having a particular folder for HTML, particular folder for CSS, particular folder for JS, and a particular folder for assets. So let me just create an asset. Let me put on. So let me just put a folder over here. So basically, asset is going to store everything that are very important for the website, right? Like your videos, like your photos, anything. Okay. So in the asset, I am going to make photos. Okay, one folder like photos, and Control Shift. This is next is videos maybe. Okay, so video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my website very clean. I'm just deleting it from here and put in this place, right? So basically you can see in the folder structure that you have got a particular a folder asset in the HTML folder, and there is another folder photos and videos, and in the photos folder we have put the omraj.jpg file, right? So here you can see the image got broken. That means the source that you have provided is not working as of now. So to get rid of that, to get rid of these kind of errors, you just put an alt tag. Okay, so what is alt tag? Alt tag, let me just show you. Omraj Sharma's photo. Okay, so now you can see a particular difference in the broken image, that it is something written over here, that if the image is broken, then this alt tag is going to represent over here. So that is really cool, and that will help you or your viewers to see and understand the photo, that there might exist someone's Omraj Sharma's photos. Okay, so let's just fix that why the source is not working, because the image is now placed in asset, and within asset it is there in photos, and within photos it is omraj.png. Okay, so to access the assets folder, you just have to write asset. Okay, and it will definitely going to suggest you that in the asset you are having two folders, photo and video. You just have to click the photo folder, and you just have your omraj.png file, and it will present over here. So this is the directory. You can how you reach a particular directory. A directory basically means in technical terms like your folder, right? So basically how you propagate in the directory. Okay, so this is how actually things works, and that is very important to know. So I hope you got the point. See, image tag is very simple, but how the things are a little bit complex. You got it now, I guess. So this is really very interesting to know. And with this note, we are done with the media part. Basically, there are some more things like video and audios. I would suggest to figure it out, and I have just put down the link of the MDN documentation. It is not very much used, but if you want to know more about how to embed video and audios, you can go and check out that. And I will definitely suggest you to take it as a homework assignment, right? So please start complete your homework assignment. It would be really great to learn for you. Okay, so this is what we have learned till now. Okay, next thing I would like to share with you is the section of documents. Okay, so let me just very simply share some of the website that not just a website. Let me just share you the example that that is very popular from the. Okay, so here you can see there is some sort of, I would say, a document. Okay, document and website structure. So here you can easily understand that what I want to say. Okay, so I think it is visible to you. Okay, so for example, you are going to design your website, and it is having so many things like there is one header which is actually plain. Then you are having the navigation bar. This is the navigation bar, and then you have the main section. Okay, and in the main section you have so many things like you have articles, have subsections, and aside. So basically what we are going to do in the actual coding, that we have these kind of tags. Like if you want to add something in your header section, you have a particular tag for that. And how it looks, I will share it with you. You have a nav element and the nav tag that in which you can add everything and anything in the nav section, right? Then you have the site section, and you will put everything in the site section. So let me just share with you the code that how it is actually going to look like. So basically this is the navigation code. Okay, the navigation, how the navigation is looking like. So everything that is written in the navigation is put in under the nav bar or the nav tag. Okay, similarly the main section is written over here and it ends over here. So anything and everything written in the main section is put inside this main tag. Inside that we are having the aside section, like the right one side, that the vertical section that is known as aside, and everything in that aside is put into the aside section. So this is how we segregate the code that we are writing, and it is very easy and viable for the other developers to understand your code. Okay, so this is the thing that is very important to know, and you definitely go and check out these stuff. Okay, with that note, I would say you are good to go. Okay, so we are done with section part. We are done with the media part. Next is the vector graphics. Okay, so vector graphics, this is your homework section and the homework assignment, that go and check out the vector graphics, that what are vectors and what are graphics that you can build with that. Basically any kind of graphic that that is you can think you can draw with the HTML. So if you want to learn about that, please go and check out the below link, and it will definitely help you. It is not very much used because we have some alternative where we can get the graphics directly. But if you want to know, it is actually a little bit advanced topic. But if you want to know, go and check out the latest in the below link I have just referred to. Okay, and that you can consider as your homework assignment, but that is not very important. That is optional, right? So that is it. And next is the very important section. That is your very important section. That is your HTML tables. So basically you can create a table in HTML. Okay, so let me just share that how you can create a table over in HTML and how it actually built. Okay, so so basically HTML tables are very much similar like your normal tables that you use in your local, maybe in your Excel or in somewhere else. So it is very much similar to that. Okay, so it is very easy to written. So basically you just have to write table, and inside table you have to write basic things like like table rows and table data, it is very much similar to that. So basically what we do, if we want to create a table, let me just put it comment over here, tables. Okay, let me put a comment over here and put me a particular row inside a table. Okay, so as we know that we have rows in tables, similarly we are going to put rows in HTML, and this is the row that you are going to place. Okay, in each row you are going to have a particular data. Okay, so for example, I am going to share my the name of the students. For example, first name is mine, and control enter, and another data is their email. Let me add work at the rate gmail.com. Next we are going to have the table data like their maybe their gender, and I will prefer my gender to be okay. So my live server have got broken, not exactly broken. Okay, so see, you can see the data over here, right? Next to each other. So actually it is not going to look like actual table, but we'll made it through, so that is not an issue. Okay, so that is very simple to do, but actually we are just going to achieve, we are actually getting the data so that we can customize it, and according to we can present it in the table, right? So let me just put one more thing, and okay, okay, so this is actually a table that we have made, but you are just curious that actually, sir, the or the Bia, it is not looking like we are it is not looking like a table, right? So that is not a very much very big issue. So it is very much simple to see that how we can create a table. So basically we got the data, and how to add some basically the features and the creative like lines in the table, we will go and refer to. So basically you can search the tables in HTML. You got a particular link in the W3 school, and you will see so many things. Okay, so this is how you can create a table. Table you have written, and table row, th. Okay, I will share that what is th, and we'll discuss that what is td. Okay, that is very simple to notice, right? Okay, then we are having some basically features like what kind of things that we are wanting in the table, like basically what are the lines that we want, what are the padding that we are basically looking around. So that we will see in the basically we are having some sort of border properties in the table that we will see right now. Okay, so like what kind of border we are about. Okay, border like 1 pixel, I would say. So let's see, is there any kind of border that we got? Okay, so now it actually looks like a table actually. So I got you got the point that you can see and see so many features that you can introduce in a table. I just put border equals to 1 pixel. It just populated everything with that. Okay, if you want that it is very much close, then you can add some padding over there. Padding, I think padding feature is maybe not allowed over here. Let me just 3 pixel. Okay, so I think it is not viable for this, but you got the point. I think you are getting the point, I guess, right? So in the table you can add so many things like border padding and other things. You can go and figure it out, and we'll share that how we can create a table. One more thing that we should discuss is that one is th. Okay, so th is something like basically it is just having the data. It is not having the table heading. So we'll add here. So basically we are having the name in the first column. We will have the email in the next column. We will have the gender in the next column, right? But the data is similar, that doesn't mean, but the point is you are learning that how we can introduce new things into web application, that the website we are going to build. We are learning the basic stuff, right? The foundation we are building right now. So I think through this example you got the point that what is actually we are doing is, and actually that will really help you in the table mill building, right? Okay, so through this note, I think we have almost completed with the section of HTML, and we are just there to complete how actually things works in HTML. Last thing that we are going to see is the forms. With this note, we will finish everything that is required in HTML that are mainly used in HTML, right? So next is forms. Okay, so what is forms? Okay, so you have seen so many forms in so many websites, in hundreds of websites. You have seen at least one kind of form if you are here to learn, right? So we can create any form through HTML, and it is very simple to introduce, right? So for example, you want a form where you can input text. Okay, so you got a particular section over here, right? You got a section over here where you can write your name, right? It is very simple. You just have to put an input tag with type equals to text. If you want to enter input something, maybe the date, input number, so you can put it here only. Okay, so here you can put number, but you can see one interesting thing that you can have the scroll over here, and through this you can increase the number over here, right? Similarly, there are so many kind of inputs that you can get in your form, like a button type input, like checkbox, color, uh, date and time, email, file, hidden, image, month, number, password, so many things. So let's just see that what kind of things that we can get over here. Okay, so okay, so I got a button input, and its name to I put it as my name, right? So it is very simple to input. There are so many kind of input. So basically in the form we actually input things. Okay, so next kind of input that we are going to have is a checkbox, right? So checkbox is you have already seen that I believe that this kind of tick thing. This is the checkbox that we actually used so many places, and today we know how we can create this using HTML, right? So that is very interesting to know that, and I hope you are getting the point. If you are not been able to understand that what is name, what is ID, then don't worry. Today we are going to create a form. We are not just going to have how it is going to function, how it is going to do anything. We are just going to see that how we can create the form. Actually, the form is not being created like this that we are doing, but we just have to understand that what kind of inputs that we can get from the form. That is the main objective of today's session, right? Next, we are having some sort of input like a color input, where you can get the color, and you can have the date input. See, as you have seen in many websites, that this kind of calendar that opens around. So if we can put that through this, I guess you are getting the point. Okay. So from this, we are having one email, actually email section, and if you write, it is very amazing to understand that in this section, if you write something like Omraj, and if you are going to submit the form, it actually shows some error, right? For example, let me just put a button type is submit. If I put this kind of button and put it like okay, so basically in the form section you have learned another type of element, like that is your button. Let me just retype this, basically button, and opening and closing tag, and in between you will write submit. Anything you can write, anything, fill the form and anything. Okay. And then we are going to type the what kind of type the function the button is going to be. I have written the submit type, and there are many other types. We will figure it out in the later sections. Okay. So when I click it like Om Raj, and it is not having a particular syntax of a particular email, then it actually shows me the error. Let me just share that. Please enter an at the rate in the email address. Om Raj is missing an at the rate. So that is very cool to understand, right? So there are so many kind of email. I would like to uh, tell you one last input type, and we'll put it on yourself, like URL, time, submit, search, radio. Radio is something. Oh wow, password makes sense, right? Okay, so I put a password type of type of input, and if I write anything, you are not being able to see what I have typing. So that is a type of input that we put in the HTML forms, and that is a password type. So through this, I guess you get the point that what kind of things that we can use in HTML, and how we can create a form, and what type of things that we can get in the HTML form. I know this is not the best practice that you should do in the form section, but this is just for the explanation that you can also create forms in HTML. And through this note, I think I am done with the explanation part. There are few things, few advanced concepts that I have put it in the reference part, but that are not very important to go through. If we need, we will go through all of them. But as of now, we are done with the HTML, and I'm really excited for the tomorrow session. We are going to create an amazing project on HTML, and with this, you can say yourself as a HTML a learner, and you actually completely know how and what is HTML. So with this note, we are done with the HTML part, and I hope you enjoyed learning. If you like this video, so go and put a thumbs up in the section in the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, so go and subscribe to the channel. And we are creating this series, and you are, I think you are learning this, and this is very amazing. And if you haven't checked out the website for the paid courses, then go grab the courses, and they are really interesting and impactful. And through this note, I'm done with the HTML explanation. If you have any kind of doubt, you can put on the comment section. So with this note, and thank you so much for listening to me patiently, and this is what HTML looks like. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me. Bye bye, have a good day, take care, happy coding.